Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. Early the next morning, he returned to the temple courtyard. All the people went to him, so he sat down and began to teach. The scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman who had been caught committing adultery. They made her stand in front of everyone and asked Jesus, "Teacher, we caught this woman in the act of adultery." I couldn't imagine how embarrassed she must have felt to just have been taken into the city and thrown in front of all these people just to be told her dirty little secret. I couldn't imagine just the pain and just the anxiety and the embarrassment. In his teachings, Moses ordered us to stone women like this to death. What do you say? They asked us to test him. They wanted to find a reason to bring charges against him. Jesus bent down and used his finger to write on the ground. When they persisted in asking him questions, he straightened up and said, "The person who is sinless should be the first to throw a stone at her." Then he bent down again and continued writing on the ground. One by one, beginning with the older men, the scribes and Pharisees left. Jesus said in the story, "Those who have not sinned, cast the first stone." One by one, everybody was gone. I think all of us are guilty of throwing stones at some point or another. It's so easy to be able to point the finger and to judge, to cast the first stone. If all of us in the entire world were standing there, we'd all be gone because we've all sinned. But that's why we need grace. As an artist, I think that I'm around people all the time and I'm constantly up on a stage, talking about what I believe, and so I think that I'm constantly under a watchful eye, and people are constantly watching to see what I'm doing, and I'm a role model and seeing if I can hold up to those standards. And it's hard sometimes, I'm a 19-year-old kid and I'm a human being on top of that. It's a hard thing to sometimes be able to live up to. I need to be able to walk into church on Sunday and have people be as forgiving as me as Christ is, because there's stuff that I've done and said that is wrong just as much as anybody else. So I think it's important for us as a body to be able to come together and just live that out, live out what we're preaching and what we're teaching and what we're telling everybody else to do and say. Jesus was left alone with the woman. Then Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Where did they go? Has anyone condemned you?" The woman answered, "No, sir." I can't imagine how the woman in the story felt after everybody had gone. And she just went through all the embarrassment of having everybody find out what she's been doing. And now they're gone, and she's standing in front of the one person who can judge her. In my song, The Beauty of Grace, the chorus, it has a line that says, "There's freedom from your scars." All of us have, things that we've done, things that we've said that have, scarred us. There's freedom from that because we can stand before the Lord and just be like, "Okay, God, this is what's been on my heart. This is what I've dealt with. These are the things that I've accumulated over the years and the scars that I now bear, but I don't want that to hold me down anymore. I don't want that to hold me back. I don't want that to be a part of me anymore."